Sorry. Didn't think you could hear me. Hey everybody, it's me, Father Scott, your pastor. I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. And I hope you are excited to get back here to church. Get back here to be in Jesus' presence, back here to receive Him in the Eucharist. We're going to start that this weekend. We're going to have our public masses starting Saturday evening at 5 o'clock. And then we'll have Mass at 7:30, 9:30, and 11:30 on Sunday morning. Now, it would be awesome to have all of you in the church. But the truth is, when you do social distancing, you can't get a ton of people in there. And I know a lot of people want to be back at Mass and back receiving the Eucharist. So, we are going to have our Eucharist, have our celebration here in the parking lot. Now, the Mass will actually go on inside. You will be watching the Mass on your phone or your tablet, whatever has cell service. Or if you can't do that, if you're not able to do that here in this lot, which is the lot for the Parish Service Center, or over in the lot for the church, you'll be able to listen to it on your radio. But we are going to have you here in the lot. You're going to watch Mass or listen to Mass, and then when Mass is over, we will have communion brought out by our Eucharistic ministers. And we're going to show you how that happens. But first, let's just talk about parking. As you see behind me in this army of SUVs, we're going to park in a checkerboard pattern so that everybody is creating some space so that when you roll down your window to get some air, you're not having the air from somebody else's car come right into yours. We will have parking lot attendants who will help figure all of that out, so you don't have to know any of that beforehand. But we do encourage you to come in the correct entrances and then just follow the directions of those parking lot attendants. So in order to facilitate parking for Masses, we're going to be using the 4 parking lots closest to the church. Now, we know that some people will not be able to bring a phone or a tablet that has cell service so that they could watch the Mass live streamed. So we have a FM transmitter in the church to transmit to cars so that you can listen to it on your radio in your car. To make that as smooth and as effective as possible, we're going to reserve the lots that are closest to that transmitter for people who will be listening on the radio. Those 2 lots are this lot here, which is called the Parish Service Center lot, or the PSC lot, because our Parish Service Center is right behind me. This lot and the church lot, the lot right to the east of the church. Now, this is typically the lot where most people who need handicap parking would park. But here's the thing, if you're going to stay in your car and not go into the church, then it really doesn't matter. So the handicap parking spots won't be designated for handicap parking anymore, and people who are in need of a handicap parking spot typically can park anywhere because the Eucharist will be brought out to us. You may recognize that I am on King Street, and that's the rectory behind me. There are parking spaces along King Street on the other side of the median from our parking lots. These spaces are going to be designated for our ministers, our Eucharistic ministers, our lector, and anyone else who is necessary to make our Mass happen inside church. I'm standing now in the parking lot for our Knights Hall. This is across the street, across King Street, from our church parking lot. People will be parking in this lot for Mass. You probably recognize what's over my left shoulder, our new school. And behind me is the east parking lot for the school. This is also going to be a place where people will park for Mass on Saturday evening and Sunday. Now, this is a big lot, and so we're going to use both entrances to enter the lot and also to exit the lot and receive communion. So you can come to either one of the entrances, and the parking lot attendants will help you to get to your spot. So this is the entryway to our new school. It's got a covered entryway. This is where distribution of communion will happen for all those cars that are not able to fit in the 4 lots that we're using. So those people will park wherever they can, and then when Mass is over, they will drive here and create a line, and there will be a Eucharistic minister here to distribute communion to all those people in the overflow parking. This is our last stop in terms of parking. So this is my white car here. It's a little dirty. One of the benefits, one of the very few benefits of having people not come to the church is that I've been able to park my car here under the overhang to keep it safe. But this is also where we hear confessions. People drive through, we roll down our windows, hear confessions. It's worked pretty well, actually. This is also where people will receive communion if they want to receive on the tongue. So some people I know feel like that's the most reverent way to receive our Lord. And I think that's awesome. I love the reverence. So we're going to have a special spot for people who want to receive the Eucharist that way. You'll be in your car in whatever lot you're in. And as your car exits, in the normal procession of exits, when you are instructed by the parking lot attendant, you'll just tell them, I'm going to receive elsewhere. Then you will drive out of your lot and make your way here to the entrance to the lot, which is right next to the rectory. You'll enter into that line, and as that line comes through, the Eucharistic minister who is designated to be that minister, and that minister only, will distribute communion to all those in your car who want to receive on the tongue. After each person, that Eucharistic minister is going to put down the ciborium, purify their hands, and then distribute to the next person. Also, this is where you'll go if you want to receive a low-gluten host. We will have a second minister here who will just be in charge of distributing that low-gluten host to those who need it. So, if you want to receive on the tongue, or if you need to receive a low-gluten host, when you exit your lot, tell them that you're going to receive the Eucharist elsewhere, and then make your way over to this entrance, to this lot, and then you can get in line to receive the Eucharist here. As you exit the parking lot, there'll be an usher who will collect any donation that you may desire to make. They will have this long basket with them, and they will have their mask on. You will drop your donation in without touching the basket. Then, when it's time, you'll move on to the station where you'll receive communion. At the last stop before you leave, we'll have Eucharistic ministers to give you communion. This is meant to be a reverent thing. This isn't some sort of drive-through communion. It's meant to be very reverent. And so we ask you to pull up, put your car in park, put on your mask, roll down your window, and then the Eucharistic minister, with their mask on, is going to present the Blessed Sacrament to you and say, the body of Christ. Then you will respond with your mask on, Amen. After you've done that, you take off your mask, you put your hands out as a throne for our Lord, and the Eucharistic minister will place our Lord in your hand without touching your hand. You will then take the Eucharist back into you and receive reverently and prayerfully. And once everyone in your car has received, then you can drive off the lot and do your communion in your car or when you get home. Do your Thanksgiving rather, either in your car or when you get home. Let's show you how that's going to work. Body of Christ. And drive off. See how that worked? It's pretty simple, but it's also meant to be reverent. And so I encourage you to recognize that true reverence is going to come from you. And so how you bring your heart and your mind and yourself to this great sacrament really is going to matter. Friends, I look forward to seeing you, even if it's through your car window, this weekend at Mass. Again, we have Mass at 5 p.m. on Saturday, 7:30, 9:30, and 11:30 on Sunday morning. We've had to space them out because we need to sanitize the church in between each Mass, and all these logistics in the parking lot might take a little while. So, I hope you're having a wonderful week, but I'm excited for all of you to be back here, be near our Lord, and to receive Him reverently and beautifully in the Eucharist. God bless you all.